Hello, I'm Paul Smith, which is the name of the exhibition, and where we are is at the Design Museum in London. The whole point about the exhibition is really about encouragement. It starts off by walking through this very small room. It says this is the first shop, which is a square box, 12 feet square. Hopefully gives you encouragement to think, well, I can move on from a humble beginning. Then you come to this room, which is a little bit of my very crowded office in Covent Garden. Then you go into an area which is called Inside Paul's Head, nicknamed the paracetamol room, because by the time you come out you probably need an aspirin. The next room, we've hand painted it, made it out of wood. It's actually based on a bedroom I just stayed in 1976, where I showed my first tiny collection. I think it was 6 shirts, 2 pieces of knitwear, 2 jackets, and nobody came. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nobody. And then Thursday, I was leaving on Thursday, one person came at 4 o'clock. So I was in business. The next room is fabulous for visitors because it's a reproduction of part of my studio where I work with all my team. If you turn around in that room, you'll see the area which is all to do with graphic design. There's one section about my photographs because I've been taking photographs since I was 11 and my dad was an amateur photographer, and there's his original camera there on the wall and my camera that he bought me when I was 11. I shoot all our own advertising now and promotional material, but also I work for lots of magazines as a photographer as well. We go to the area which is called collaborations. Really interesting for me to see it because they're normally in drawers or hidden away somewhere, and seeing them all together, it's quite sort of, oh wow, we've done quite a lot over the years. Turn right, you'll see a wall with 70,000 buttons on it. And that area is really about individualism in terms of my shops. And it shows a small example of the many shops I have around the world, and just shows my passion to make sure all the shops are different. You turn right and you see a long white corridor, and that is where there's an example of the clothes. The early 1990s, right up to the present day. Then the final room, it's the day in the life of a fashion show, and it was my last show for men, and it's really interesting with a commentary. And then you walk out of there and the central corridor is just full of the various artworks I've got in the basement of my head office in Covent Garden in London. So you could spend 5 hours in that room. So that's the exhibition. So you leave and on the wall it says every day is a new beginning. And the whole idea is that you come, you get inspired, and then you go out there and the next day is the rest of your life.